What's happening, Facebook, YouTube? Welcome to the Book Spot. This is a spot where people get their books written, and got a very, very exciting topic for you tonight. Going to talk about free writing. Free writing. Not that you're giving away something, but it's a technique. It's a technique that I want to talk to you all about tonight. So I want to give some folks some time to catch up, get in here, and here's something about free writing. It's a incredible technique that will really help you in your writing process. Will really help you in the writing process because it is a process, it is a technique, and this technique is called free writing, and it came from a gentleman by the name of Peter Elbow, who was the professor of English at the University of Massachusetts. He just recently passed back in February. He was 89 years old, folks. 89. He had been teaching about English and writing. And he talked about this technique called free writing. And basically, what it is when you write, you don't stop for periods or commas. You don't worry about grammatical mistakes. And he said that you should take about 10 minutes, at, call about 10 minutes to just do this free writing. Just get the pen out and just write what's on your mind, what you're thinking about. Because too many times people will stop to try to make sure they put a period, make sure they put a comma. But he taught this as a way of just freely going against the grain and just expressing yourself, just getting out of you the things that maybe have come to your mind or maybe the things that you've been thinking about. And it's an incredible technique that will get you into the rhythm of writing, the rhythm of writing, uh, getting you into the whole uh, activity of being a writer. And he said just 10 minutes. And it's incredible because I remember going to a book festival and a gentleman said that to me. He said, if you spend 10 minutes a day of writing, you will get some things accomplished with your book. And I just thought, wow, 10 minutes is not a long time. And I started taking him up on his word, and before you know it, your 10 minutes will become much, much more longer than that for your writing. And so, too many times, people uh, think that their writing has to be grammatically correct and the periods have to be there and the commas and all that kind of stuff, or that it has to really make sense. But really, it's your writing. And it really is your writing, and it's really your opportunity to just get out of you what you've been thinking about, what you have had on your mind. Maybe there's a certain issue or area. And some people might say, well, that just sounds like journaling. Well, it could be journaling, but it could also be you on your way to your next book, right? Or on your way to your first book. And it's a great technique. I use it. I use it. I sit down and just pull out a pad and I just start writing. I don't worry about commas and all that kind of stuff. You can always go back and later clean it up. You can always go back and later clean it up. But it's called free writing. That's what I wanted to share with you tonight. It's what I've been telling you about last couple of days. And it's from an incredible gentleman, Peter Elbow, professor of English at the University of Massachusetts. Sometimes that's a real tongue twister. So that's what I'm talking about. Not a real difficult task. Just 10 minutes out of your life of spending some time just writing without pausation, without uh, feeling like you have to think about, should I have said that? it's just a flow, like a flow of water just sort of coming out of you. And this is for people who are really early in their writing, who are really trying to feel this whole thing out about writing. This is for you to kind of get started in the path of free writing. And it's just a momentum you get into. You get into the momentum of writing, and before you know it, you've gotten thrust into being this writer. And you can write it on paper later on, get it typed up, and then at the final result, get it all edited and cleaned up. And you can do that. But don't try to do that with writing, because what happens is it will cause you to be stuck. It'll cause you to always trying to make it sound right, always making sure things flow. And that's not the idea of when you're getting into your writing. It's not the idea to to be held up, to be paused, but you want to be able to flow. You want your thoughts and your ideas to flow. And so that's what I stopped by us here tonight to talk about, and that's a technique called free writing, and want to help you on your way to getting your book written, because it's a joy. It's an incredible task. It's an incredible accomplishment to be a author, to be able to get out of you those thoughts, those ideas that you've had in you that you wanted to share with the world, that you wanted to bless somebody else's life with. And so that's an awesome opportunity for you to do that. And that's through a technique called free writing. Okay. And so you can Google it, you can look it all up, see what it's all about. You don't want to take everything I have to say, because it's been out there for a while, and I want you to be the best. I want you to get your book written. And I know you can do it by taking some steps. And this is one step in doing that. And so, myself, um, I use the technique. I still use it today. It's very great to use. It's a very good technique that Mr. Elbow came up with, and it's free for you. It's free for you to utilize it. Free for you to put it into practice and make your dream come true. So I want to thank you, those who have watched the video and those who will watch it later. This is the book spot. This is the spot where people get their books written. And I want you to be all that you can be by pursuing your dreams and accomplishing your writing goal. Thank you for joining in. Look, looks like someone popped on. This is always what happens. I'm about to sign off and someone pops on. Um, you popped on. Did you have a question, comment about what I'm talking about? I've just been talking about free writing and getting your book written. Just a steady flow of writing, just a technique to just kind of get out of you um, what you've been thinking about, what's on your heart, expressing it in a way where you just kind of flow with the pen and the paper, without any hesitations, without stopping. Just don't worry about periods, don't worry about commas, don't worry about sentence structure and all that kind of stuff. Just get it out, just get it out of you, just get it written, get it on paper, and you will be blown away. Folks, I tell you, sometimes I just blow myself away of the words that came to my mind, the words that I was thinking about, or um, the kind of topic that was important that I began to put on paper and took it from a untangible state to a tangible state. And that's what we want to do. We want to take that which is on the inside and bring it out on the outside. All right. And so I want to thank you for your time. This is my second closing. And I want you to have a wonderful evening. I appreciate you checking out the book spot. And see you next month. See you next month. We're on the first, uh, well, I am on the first and third Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. Thank you. Have a good one.